Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin because Bitcoin will indicate what the market is doing, guys. And let's just take a look at what Bitcoin is doing right now. And we're also going to talk a little bit about an altcoin that I'm, playing at the moment all the time is Nano. But let's first look at Bitcoin, guys. So, on the 4-hour here, look at this, right? So, a lot of people are thinking like we're going bearish now. Because the 4-hour cloud and etc. right and finds resistance. However, I stick with my target, guys. Right, my target is 67 between 67 and 68. So I'm obviously just patiently waiting for that. And if it shows me this is not saying that I don't protect myself at all, right? I don't think you guys think that, but you always have to protect yourself, right? So what I do is when I go to sleep or when I'm not there or whatever, I have a stop, right? It's very simple. I usually place my stop under a bigger time frame. Okay, so for example, let's take a 8-hour candle or something, right? You just put your stop there and that's it. Okay, if you get stopped out, that's it, right? I mean, you don't want to see a lower low. So you look at the previous candle, guys. So for example, this 12-hour here, and you put it under there, okay? Just under there. So you would put it at like 6,447 to lock in profit from this big swing that we had, okay? And that's how you do it, guys, all right? If you want to sell right now, be my guest, but my target is not hit yet. So I'm personally not selling yet, okay? So let's just take a look at what's going on here, right? So I've seen some videos on YouTube as well where they call this an A, B, and then this is already C and it's done. But I don't think so, right? Because this is obviously still in a range. I consider this a range, and when this is a range, I cannot consider this either an A, B, C or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It needs to be something impulsive, and this is impulsive right here because we broke out of this whole range here. So this is your first A, then this is your B. Obviously the B was down here then, and then we should see a C up there, right, to 67, 6800, and then what we have is our bigger A, our bigger B, and potentially we will see a C down here or even lower, right, all the way at 58 or something, 55. I don't know where the C will be, obviously no one knows, but what I do know is that I stick with my plan of the grand scheme of things, that I do want to see at least a 0.5 hit, which is around 67.70 here. Okay, that's taking the Fibonacci from this top to this bottom. And then the 0.5 is right there, which is also coinciding with the 4-hour cloud. And guys, very important right now is the 2-hour. Because the 2-hour, we are in this cloud, okay? And this is what I call the edge, right? We go in the cloud, we should end it on the edge. Whether we will actually make it through or not, that depends. If we do, then maybe we will even hit the 618 here at 69.28. Who knows, right? We just don't know yet, but it is looking pretty good on the 2-hour here. Let me put on the MACD and see how that one looks here as well, so we can kind of see it, get a picture. Okay, so this one tries to cross bullish. This is very good. Let's take a look at some more time frames here. 3 hours looking, it's looking kind of neutral there. The 4-hour wanted to go down here, obviously, because of the cloud, but we got rejected here. The MACD goes up, so that's a good thing. 6 hours is still looking up as well. 8 hours looking up. 10 hours looking up. 12 hours looking up. I don't know why you guys would close right now. The daily is about to cross, guys. All right. If we get a nice day, the next one, then we'll probably cross. Okay. So it's just looking pretty good here, guys. Okay. And I stick with my target of 67 to 6800. Perhaps even 6900 if we want to hit that 618. So yeah, just be aware of that. All right, guys. Don't be too afraid. I know some people will make you afraid, and I mean, yes, the RSI is not that good here, because the RSI is lower and we have equal highs, so this would be bearish divergence. But in the bigger scheme of things, this is only a 1-hour time frame. In the daily, I don't see any of that. Okay, so on the bigger time frames, we're still looking pretty good here. Okay, so yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, guys, don't just close it because of I mean, if you want to lock in profits, that's cool, but don't close it all, okay? You don't want to miss out on the last run. Just prime example, right, guys? The last run is always crazy, okay? Just look here, okay? Here, obviously, nothing was crazy here, right? And we went just very slowly up, and that was just very boring. But look at this last run, okay? So let's say you would have closed it here. You'd be like, yeah, I think we're going down here at 77. And then, boom, right? It shoots all the way up to 84. So just keep that in mind. Even with a corrective wave, that we can still shoot it up, you know, because of the thing is, let's say this gets overbought, sorry, then we'll shoot up quickly, okay? Same on the 2 hour, etc. It's just how the market works. That always happens. So that's why I never tell people, like, let's say it just gets to overbought, I'm not telling anyone to sell, because of the simple fact. Well, I don't tell really people to sell, but it's a simple fact that when you just get overbought, it shoots up, right, like crazy. That's the same with when it just gets oversold, it shoots down like crazy. Okay, so I would never even tell my family to already start accumulating if it just gets oversold or just overbought, right? So yeah, that's kind of the way I look at it. So when am I looking to go short then, right? I'll probably start building around 67 all the way up to 69. And if it proves me wrong and we close above 69.71, I obviously need to close, right? I need to take a loss, and that's just as simple as it is. But we're not there yet, so we'll have to see what happens here, right, guys? So yeah, but when we get up here, I will start laddering shorts. And what I mean with laddering, you know, just small orders at a time, and just let it go up, and then we'll find some bearish divergence and we'll slam down, right? It's kind of like the same thing as happened here on the 7400. It was a very easy short. I started building. We obviously didn't hit the 618, so I had a very small position, but we slammed down nonetheless, and that was big profit there, right? So right now it's the same thing. You know, you should be looking for a long still because we're not at target yet, right? So yeah, that's kind of like how I see it. So guys, let's take a look at Nano here, right? So Nano, obviously we had, this one was very easy. It was basically like this, right? And we also had the A, B, C, D, E in there. I also had that drawn out before. And obviously that broke out, so I just put, you know, I just started laddering it in between that triangle. Doesn't really matter where. I mean, obviously you want to be at a little low side. So and then when it broke out, as soon as it broke out, I added a little bit more, and obviously that was a very nice trade, right? I think my average was around here or something, and I mean, I made like 12% or something. Then I bought it again on the 618. All right, guys. So never be afraid of the 618, because the 618 will give you great returns. You know, you simply take your fib from here to here, and there's your 618. Okay, so you buy around this area right there. You already have your buys in. I wasn't at home, and then when it, you know, when my buys got in, obviously I took profit fast, because I didn't know if it would go up. Okay, but still, that gives you like an easy 5-6%. Okay, and it's just that easy, guys. Right? Don't be afraid of a 618. Just buy it, and you'll be happy. Okay, in the uptrend, you buy a 618 retracement. It's that simple. In a downtrend, you don't try to buy 618, like you will buy a 618 going back up, right? And then, well, you won't buy it, you will short it, right? You will short that 618. So that's kind of like the situation we're in. That's what you need to look at. Okay, so yeah, Nano's looking pretty good here, guys. Try to accumulate within this triangle and then look for targets. Okay, we have a bunch of targets. I'm giving this, you know, here you go. So this is basically just a 1-to-1 from this 5 waves. You had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you basically had this, right? Here was our, like, in the 0.5, you know, nearly 618 here. So this is kind of like your first kind of target here, but then you have another one up here, sitting up here, and this line is based on this top as well, and then we have a line based on this top. And I don't put it at the exact wicks. No, I don't. You know, I'll be happy when it gets to this area for sure. You know, if we pump up there, great, right? That means that I'll probably close the position and yeah, look for reassess it again. Obviously, if it shows weakness at one of these close to these lines, you know, I'll reassess it and of course take my profit. It's just that simple, guys. All right, that's trading. That's yeah, just look for things like that. Okay, and why am I trading Nano and not like, well, I'm also looking at Ethereum, both Ethereum and Nano, because of they have the highest volume on Binance, right? I go to Binance.com and I check the volume and I see that both Ethereum and Nano on the Bitcoin pairs have the highest volume. So that's the ones you trade. And of course, you also look at the percentage gains, right? The first wave could have got you 47%. So that means like the second wave is going to be pretty heavy as well, right? We already seen it. Like yesterday it was a heavy breakout, right? I mean, if you played that exactly well, you would have made like 18% or so. So right now, of course, we'll play it again and, you know, expect another good game. So that is pretty much what I'm looking for, alright, guys? Also, if you're not in the Telegram yet, join up with the CryptoPies blog where you can ask me any question, you can ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? So let's see what's going on in here. What do we have here? We have some charts. Terry's always up there with the charts. I love Terry, guys. So look at this, okay? So exactly. Ethereum is looking good as well. When it gets above that EMA, expect a big boom. It's just how it is, right? So, and then let's see what else. ETH starting to gain trust. Yeah, that's a very good signal, indeed, George. Or George Gorge. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Then Penman has a resistance here for Bitcoin. Yeah, this is a resistance block right now. But like I said, guys, I think we will blast through it. So, you know, that's just my 2 cents. And of course, when you're not there, you have a stop. And when, let's say, we start in a dump right now, if it goes below a significant price, just get out, right? You're here. So just get out then. You know, don't be emotional. Just take your profit and leave. Nano looks ready. Indeed, it does. Ontology, yeah, you know. I'm just looking at Nano because of the volume, guys. And also, it had a bigger gain in Ontology already. So, you know, I just expect another massive gain. It's just as simple as that. So, yeah. Join up with that, guys. Also, join up with the CryptoPies feed where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs. When I find an ICO, I'll tell you guys about it to whitelist for it so you are ready for the sale. At the moment, don't expect any ICOs from me because Ethereum and Neo price are still low. And that means that it's hard to make a gain there, right? What I look for in an ICO is a strong team, low token metrics or low market cap so it's easy to flip and we can make some money there. And of course, I look for infrastructure projects such as blockchains and protocols. And also, guys, follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz. And follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz. Both telegrams will be in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that post notification button. And if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.